Hey guys, what's up? This is Shantae
and Ashante.
We are back with the Raw Critique. I know you guys missed us a lot as well. We missed you. For those of you who don't know and are tuning in for the first time, this is a show where we talk about questions on relationships,
sex,
anything that you guys might have, you know, a curiosity about or want to know an answer to.
We answer in our own opinions as well, not just like coming from the books. It's like what we feel at our age, you know.
Exactly. It's just straight raw opinions for us.
Exactly.
So we haven't been around for a while. We're coming up with some new concepts that we know you guys will really enjoy. One of them is
we have a wild card half of the show. So like near the ending of the show, we're gonna have like a area where we can talk about anything we want. You guys are able to email us what you want to see us talk about, or we'll just talk about anything in the news, anything at all, anything.
Yeah. So you guys will find out what that is going to be later on. Let's just jump right into it.
First question.
Question number 1. Is it a red flag when your new boyfriend suggests that you don't share social media communication? Honestly, that is a red flag, in my opinion.
Definitely a red flag. That's like a bright, like,
that's like
flag. That's like a firecracker.
That's like a stop sign, okay? Honestly, how is it that you're in a relationship and you don't want that person knowing that side of your life? What are you trying to hide?
Social media is it's 2012. Like everybody has a Facebook or a Twitter or
BBM, all that kind of. Was BBM considered social media?
It is nowadays, yeah, because you can delete somebody right off. You don't have to give them your phone number. So yeah,
okay.
Just like you can delete off those pages as well. But back to the question. So I think it's definitely a red flag, because why, exactly like you were saying, why wouldn't you want somebody in that part of your life? You have your pictures, you have your status updates.
If someone doesn't want you on their list, their Facebook list or their BBM list, there's something they're hiding.
Definitely.
It's either they have too many girls on their list, like for this, I think it was a girl who asked, because she says, is it a red flag when your new boyfriend suggests that? So, girl, I'm sorry, that guy has too many girls on his Facebook list that he does not want you to see. He doesn't want you asking, who's this girl, who's this girl? He doesn't want you reading his status updates, seeing the pictures he's in.
People can write on your wall, so maybe he has girls writing on his wall saying things that are inappropriate or whatever. Maybe it's something to leak, or maybe he has another girl on there that's his girl.
Honestly, there's so many situations. Like, I remember I once had a guy delete pictures of me and him when we were in a relationship on Facebook, and that really bothered me. That was a red flag right away.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
And BBM, like, how do you not have your partner on BBM? That's your phone.
Oh my gosh, I went through something like this, and so the guy didn't want to add me on his BBM. That was like the biggest red flag. Like, my face was like,
honestly,
pause, like, you know.
And the thing is, people will stay in those relationships. But to answer the question, it is definitely a red flag. Social media is a huge part of our lives right now, and especially if they're a frequent user of it, right? To not have you as their significant other, it's just, I think it's just wrong. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. How do you not have your girl on your list? How can you tell your friends, oh, you know,
unless they don't have that type of site, or they don't use, you know,
I guess.
social media.
Yeah, I guess. But in my personal opinion, it is a red flag, because that's like they're hiding something. So, anyways, I think that answers that question.
Me too. We both agree, right?
Yeah, completely.
Red flag, girl.
Girl, that guy has something up his sleeve, or he is just a snake.
Okay. Question number 2, guys. If pet names are still in, what are some good ones for couples to use this year?
Well, I think that there are some pet names that are just classic. That, you know, you always like babes, honey,
sweetie,
sexy,
boo-boo,
boo,
boo-boo-boo.
But the thing is that there's some names that actually irritate me. Like Hun.
I called her Hun the other day and she was so mad. She didn't reply. I was like,
don't ever call me Hun. That is the worst, most irritating name anyone could say, but that's not answering the question. Okay.
Pet names are still in, definitely. I don't think they're going to ever go away.
For
Once
sure.
you're with somebody, there's always that cutesy name you want to give them that nobody else has.
Yeah.
So babes, baby.
I don't know.
Sweetie, honey, boo-boo. Whatever you want.
What are some weird ones that you've had?
I've had some really weird ones. I've had Tulum, and Tulum means something sweet. It was kind of odd. I didn't like it. I've had somebody call me Pooh Bear, and I do not like that.
Why?
Pooh Bear is like chunky. I don't want to be chunky and overly cuddly. That's not cute.
Yeah, it is. Winnie the Pooh, he eats honey.
For another girl, it might be, but for me.
He wears a red belly top. I like it. bit weird. Actually, was this just about relationships or just names in general?
Well, it says pet names for good ones for couples to use this year. So, I mean, pet names go for anybody that you care about and love, kind of.
Yeah.
It's like even if you have a little kid, you'll call them a pet name as well.
Yeah, totally.
But I think pet names are definitely in, and good ones to use are the same ones we've been using.
Just use the classic ones.
Or when it's too comfortable.
Or if that person like reminds you of a certain something, or like something that they always do, something that they really like, would be a cute thing to kind of make up your own thing for them in particular. Like I remember I once had with one of my relationships a reference to a cartoon. So like I called him Bam Bam,
Aww, that's so cute.
and he called me Pebbles.
Our wild card portion is here. So when we hear this sound, that means it's time for us to do head into our wild card part that I explained to you guys earlier. Okay, hush now. So we're gonna just head right into that, and basically today we're gonna discuss the topic for wild card today is like just getting to know me and Shante better. You know, you guys don't know much about us. We've known each other since we were yay high.
We've known each other since we were 1 year old.
This big.
Well, I don't know if it was 1 year old, but it's somewhere.
I've been saying since we were babies.
I tell everybody that.
Our names are Shante and Ashante. Our mom said since you were small, so we took it as born.
Debbie saying we're 3, since we were 3.
My mom's saying since we were 3.
Honestly, I tell everyone Ashante was my first friend ever in life.
You were my first friend though.
How did we get our names so similar?
I wasn't your first friend.
Yeah, you were.
Oh, but you said you've been telling people.
Well, I mean, technically there was this other girl named Chanel, but she ain't nowhere.
I was her best friend. I am her best friend, just so it's known out there.
Yeah, so we've known each other since we were little girls, and then we went to Pauline Johnson Elementary School. PJ. I don't remember when. I honestly don't remember when, but I just remember it being such a happy time. And then we planned a trip, and I went to visit her in Florida. It was amazing.
I know, after like almost 4 or 5 years after seeing us,
or maybe even more, maybe even longer. And then we reunited, and it was so fun. We did all this fun stuff in Florida. Have I showed you the scrapbook yet?
No.
Oh my god, I made a scrapbook from when I went to Florida, and like.
And you didn't even tell me about it?
I did tell
you
you
about a secret scrapbook about us?
Oh my god, I had red hair. Oh my gosh,
it was so hot. It was so hot.
Like red.
It was right from Miami.
Oh my god, wow, it was so perfect.
We've been friends for so long, it's crazy. And then after that, we split up again for another 4 or 5 years again. I came back with a baby. Like, it was just crazy.
Totally. Crazy changes. And then now Ashante's in Toronto. And the reason why we do this show is because we both have a passion for giving advice on relationships. We love talking about relationships and sex and all that kind of stuff. And we've always thought about like hosting something or being a VJ or just like being out there. Oh no.
And that's the end of the show. We'll be back with another episode for Show The Raw Critique. Be sure to email us with your questions at
therawcritique@yahoo.ca.
Make sure to send us in some juicy questions. See you next show. Have a good day.
Bye guys.